Hello everyone, it's Dirky Dirk. I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. You'll know COVID is over when I get a haircut. So just a few updates here that I've noticed. And hey, we have new packs. We got this Moby thing out and it's here. Didn't even realize it till I saw somebody have it in game. Yeah. So now I can finally see what this thing is all about. So one cool thing is in the garage, there's all these explodey bits. And I'm embarrassed enough to say that I do find that really exciting. And so yeah, this car is pretty good looking. I like it. So basically we have this new pack and I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna say you should get it either. So there, I've said it. I am excited that I can get some prestige on Lunatics for some pretty cool parts. So that's my strategy. And if you want this cockpit, it's not horribly expensive right now, which is strange for a brand new pack. It's actually less than 2,000. So you might want to grab it now if you can. I can't, but you might be able to. So finally I can see what this actually says. So it has a passive perk, which I like how we're going back to passive perks. Those other ones are annoying. So it always increases the booster charge by 50% and heating speed by 30%. So yep, it is definitely a car for racing. Absolutely car for racing. If that's what you do need this cab. At speeds above 75 kilometers an hour, each active booster increases damage. Okay, based on their rarity. Yep, whoever YouTuber said that this was a spear cab, I think you nailed it. You totally nailed it. However, there could be other uses, and if you come right over here, let's see what people are doing so far. Yeah, so far we're doing racing. This guy really doesn't know what he's doing, but he says it's for the memes, so that's a funny build. Funny, you got me. And this one's just gonna ram people. Alright, that's just kind of fun. So just ramming. Can I blow this up? Boom! Hey, not too bad. That's from Gakdojiam. This looks actually like a fun build that I wouldn't mind playing, but it's a hell of a lot of boosters. But yeah, I like that. So here's my idea. You're free to steal this because I don't have the stuff. I'm thinking it's really fun to have Oppressor and Fat Man. I actually did like that a lot. So how about you have this cab, Oppressor, and a couple of boosters, and do a Fat Man. That could be really cool. So here's a standard craftable light cab. And let's look at the stats. So max speed is 100, tonnage is 4,000, mass limit is 8,000. Let's compare that to this guy. And it's less. So 370 is less, 770 is less. Ouch. But it's 105, so it's definitely the fastest cab by 5 miles an hour. So that's really cool. But like I say, for racing that's great, but it doesn't have the tonnage, doesn't have the mass limit. That's going to hurt it. And this thing, I'm not sure about this perk. Let's give it a try. So this guy, Vergast, boosted Scorp. He has the right idea. Damn. Okay, so he's got epics. Remember, epics do 11% more damage, I guess, per booster. So let's give a shot here. Base damage of Scorpion is 280. Now, my friends, let's give it above 75 miles an hour, which is not hard, and boost it, and 588. That's a big difference. So I guess you just can kind of cloak and wait and sneak up to a guy, and then when you see him, all you gotta do is boost, shoot. Oh, wait a minute, that was weird. What happened? Look, 0 kilometers an hour? 0? What's that about? That's weird. Okay, that's a bug. See, look, it's 0. It's 0. That was... Now it's 0 again. Yeesh. So, nice paint job by LOL and then numbers. That's really cool. So yeah, so there's that. New cabin, new pack, new armor bits. This booster thing is interesting. I do like crashing into stuff in the background. That's a lot of fun. And what else? Well, we've known for a while that there are different factions now in raids. What does that actually mean for anything? Well, I do actually play a lot of raids, and that's one thing I can say that I'm actually good at this game, even though I hate them so much. What are you gonna do? So we have fire starters. And one thing I will say, I do like how the fire starter stuff, they just have more armor and they look really cool. And it's so much more interesting than just shooting a cab and wheels. Now, having more armor does not affect the difficulty at all. If anything, I think fire starters are a joke, and it's really weird. I don't even know why. it's just a complete mess. All the different classes of vehicles in the raid, there's the plain old red ones, I call them, the commons, and sometimes they have a porcupine, which is crazy. There's porcupines all over them, and somehow they're pretty easy, just pretty easy to shoot. The bosses look amazing, but they're not difficult. It's pretty easy to just kill, even kind of solo sometimes. And I love this epic cannon that puts things on fire. It's really cool, but again, it's just not really difficult. So what can I say? And then Dawn's is here, and they're a complete utter joke. It's fun, it's cool looking, but they have sparks. They've got triple sparks. It's complete garbage. The most annoying things they have are the hovers, where they have an Aegis and kind of have to wait for the Aegis to go down, then shoot them. They have energy weapons. It's kind of a pain. And then they have these really annoying hover turret things, and they are really a pain to track down. And there's one turret guy that he's got a barrier, so that's a little bit annoying, but really just it's a complete utter joke. Very, very simple to kill those guys. Dawn's is ridiculous. The bosses are a bit tricky, because the bosses have everything. They've got Aegis, they've got Retcher, they've got Quasars, they've got energy stuff, sparks, everything you can think of they shoved on these guys, and that is kind of hard to solo. I heard that Steppenwolf is coming out. That should be very interesting. Looking forward to it. What does that even mean? I guess Cyclone? I hope not Mandrake. That would be pretty insane. Heard it was kind of tough. So yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out for that. So I've been thinking about this for a while. I kind of think armor should be buffed, and I'll tell you partially why. Because that way, instead of nerfing weapons, just buff the armor so we can actually play a little more. Weapons will be a bit more viable. It just seems right now that every weapon type is pretty much the same. They get shot off so quickly, and it's kind of too bad. It doesn't really matter so much that you have, I guess, fire starters versus Steppenwolves, which is too bad because Steppenwolves, you pay a heavy price for that weight. So I think is buff all the armor, kind of with the logarithmic curve or something in relation to their weight, so that really the heavier the armor, the more worth it is to have, because it's kind of a trade-off, you know what I mean? So I had this experiment, and it's really just a sketch, a very imperfect sketch, and I want to just get all the Firestarter and Dawn's Children and Steppenwolf's armor in a row and just kind of shoot them off like butter with a Arbiter, just to see if it really does matter which armor type you choose. So I got 42 parts in a row. We have Firestarters and Dawn's Children Steppenwolves. But as you can see, Firestarters and Dawns are very close, almost too close. Steppenwolves is a lot more, and I think that's just because I chose, I guess, from the heaviest to the lightest, 42 pieces down. So that could be a lot more balanced. Steppenwolves just has a lot of 4x8 parts. I don't really have a great way of doing this. I just have a feeling that the armor doesn't really matter. So, except for mass. So why should that be? Why should mass matter more than durability? It's not really equal. Alright folks, that's all I have for now. So everybody stay safe, don't go back to school, wear a mask, and get well soon, Mr. G.
Don't drop that Dirky Dirk, hey, don't drop that